Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. This is the answer part of the 12,000 subscriber Ask Me Questions and I'll Answer Them video that was posted about a week and a half ago. I know I kind of postponed it a little bit, but, I got stuff and things to do. Alright, so I only have about 45 minutes. Today is a family member's birthday. I have a small window of time available to me right now, so I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can in about 45 minutes. All right. Comment number 1. Congratulations, smiley face. Thank you, not a question. Pally, your hair is getting so long. When are you donating it? If all things go well, I'm going to donate it before my birthday, which is July 31st. I'm going to try to donate it before then because I am getting completely and utterly sick of my hair being in the way all the time. It's driving me crazy. Congrats, I have a question. What's more annoying, a fly that you can't seem to swat or a woman that doesn't seem to be able to stop doing whatever she's doing? Be it talking or bitching. I'm going to go with a fly there, because I like women. And if they feel the need to continue to bitch about stuff, then they should have every right to continue to bitch about stuff. That was a reply. If it's okay to ask 2 questions, I'd like to say I subscribed back in the Back to the Future days, and I was wondering, can you please play more games like that? Them games are awesome. The only problem is there's not a lot of good games like that that I'm particularly into. Back to the Future was cool because, I was really into Back to the Future as a kid. Watched it with my dad all the time. And just really got into that trilogy. But those typically aren't the kinds of games that I get into. I like playing RPGs. Now, when The Walking Dead Season 2 comes out, absolutely, I'm totally into that. Because The Walking Dead 1 was amazing, the one made by Telltale. Let's see, the remainder of your question. The Walking Dead and Back to the Future are my most deeply loved Let's Plays on your channel. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed them. That makes me happy in all of my man parts. What is your next Dark Souls playthrough going to be? I noticed someone who looked like Bam Bam at the end of the Bruno the Boxer playthrough. I take it you're incorporating her in it. Why, yes, sir. You are correct, and that is all I'm going to say. Bam Bam will be returning. Motherfuckers reunite. Indeed. Pally Pals for the win. Pally, are you going to ever go back to League of Weekends? I really enjoyed that series, and I'm also wondering if you're going to stream LOL, or are you just going to stay with the squadron when it comes to that? I want to do more League on my channel. I've been practicing League a lot. I've been trying to improve my gameplay in nearly every imaginable aspect. But the problem is that again, League doesn't really fit with what my channel's been doing. I want to play League, I just need to figure out how I want to incorporate it into my channel again. I might start streaming some more League, I don't know. It all depends on time requirements, or time availability, more importantly. But definitely, still going to continue with the Squadron. That's a lot of fun. We record League every Monday, and if you guys aren't aware, I've been on TGN Squadron. We record League every Monday and release an episode every Friday over on the TGN channel. What's your favorite series on your channel? I would have to say that it's going to be close between The Walking Dead and probably my first playthrough of Dark Souls. I really felt like I grew as a person during my first playthrough of Dark Souls. Whatever happened to League of Weekends? The main reason we stopped League of Weekends is because my good buddy that I was doing those videos with, Wolf Doctor, he was living down in South Carolina at the time, and he was unemployed, so he had nothing but free time. And we would sit around, we'd play games together all day. Well, he moved up to New York and was a cop and did cop stuff, and that basically took up the majority of his time. So the person I recorded League of Weekends with, we just kind of stopped committing that time. We still played, we still have fun together, we still do Warframe and stuff. But recording stuff and playing through stuff is 2 different things, if you get what I'm saying. we just weren't totally committed to the idea, I guess, is what it comes down to at the end of the day. Will you ever do any more Super Rage Boy? Probably on a live stream. I don't think I'm going to start another video series for it. Are you planning on doing some more co-op or solo stuff? Yes. Yes, I am. Dat hair, not a question, but thank you. Will you do another co-op playthrough? Yes, I will. Is your hair long because you're lazy or because you like it? Is it getting longer? Of course it's getting longer. And can you show us an image of you with the shortest hair you've ever had? You look like Gamer Jesus, and I've got long hair too, so there's no judgment from this corner. Until next time, from your most sincere and loving motherfucker. My hair is roughly 10 inches long right now, which is right where I need it to be to donate it, but I've got to wait like a couple more weeks and basically go from 10 inches of hair to a 1 guard everywhere on my scalp. So I'm going to be bald, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to love it in every way. And I'm sure you guys will see me with my hair when it's done. Hey, Pally, you look like you lost weight. If so, how much? I have officially lost 40 pounds. Very pleased about that. Also, how are you doing, non-video game-wise? How's life in Pallytime land? Just saying, I've been a subscriber since I saw your first Fallout New Vegas playthrough. I am Gecko Payne and with the Warflame clan, and on streams, by the way. Dick jokes extraordinaire. I'm doing really good. Really good. I'm doing more stuff for TGN now, as kind of a career path thing. That's, I can't really disclose what it is, but it's great, and I'm very happy. Very happy. This is like, July's turning into one of the best months I've ever had. And I don't know if I can fully disclose why. When are you getting a haircut, mofo? Shut the fuck up, Wolf. Go away. I already answered that question. Awesome, Pally. You have long hair like me. God, I tell people not to ask me dick questions, and they're all about the hair now. Pally, show us your room NPC. I might, maybe. What is my favorite video game console? Console? Like, what? Probably the N64. I mean, when I think back of all the consoles I had, the N64 is like number one as far as like what I remember playing the most and what I have the most memories of. I would say the Sega Genesis, but I think I was too young to really appreciate it. And then the N64 came out, and when my dad and I were looking at that Star Wars game, and it was so cool. It was so good looking. So probably the N64. In your live stream, you said you had to walk a whopping amount of 10 feet to get to your job. What is my job, and is it affecting your gaming in any way? Also, when are we getting elevators in the dojo? Does MFPallytime really stand for motherfucking Pallytime? Let me start answering these. What is my job? I don't think I could say. I have 2 basically part-time jobs right now for TGN, equating to a full-time position, but in 2 different areas. And I also still get paid for my YouTube videos. And is that affecting my gaming in any way? Yeah, as I've gotten older, you know, you have more responsibilities. I actually feel like I need to make a living, like a really good living now. I mean, I'm turning 24 in a month, in less than a month, at the end of the month. And I feel like it's time for me to like leave the nest, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's about time for me to start walking the old Pallytime path. Now, that's not to say I wasn't doing well on YouTube before. I was doing just fine on YouTube before, but now financially I'm doing better. Also, when are the elevators coming into the dojo? Whenever we actually have a need for elevators, we'll add them in. Does motherfucking Pallytime really stand for motherfucking Pallytime? Yes, it does. Will you do some more Warframe with Rui? If he ever wants to play, I am more than open to playing with him. How long does it take for you to grow a beard? This is already back, so about 3 days. No, it's been like a week. Realistically, it's been like a week and 2 days since I've shaved, so that long to have a reasonable beard that you can like scratch and make a bunch of noise. And I wouldn't consider this stubble. Okay. Can your dick play Warframe better than you? No, it cannot. Why you know read this question from longtime subscriber Damien? I don't know. I don't know why I didn't read that question. You have perplexed me. Why can't you fix your sleep schedule? I have no fucking clue, and it really bothers me. I'm trying my damnedest right now. I've been waking up every day at like 1 in the afternoon, or trying my best to, but I just cannot control when I get tired, and I have... Doesn't matter if I'm drinking Monster, doesn't matter if I'm not drinking Monster. I mean, this has gone back all the way into back when I was 14, so almost a fucking decade of this. I haven't been able to control my sleep schedule, and I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. You're welcome for the Rhino Take combo on the stream. PS, that made my day. He's referring to the Rhino Best Tank meme, where it's a rhino head sitting on a tank, I believe. And I've always wanted to know where you got your start in gaming, and what should I use to record gameplay through a console. I'm definitely not the person to ask about console recordings. I had an HD PVR2, and it broke really quick, but I have to say I didn't really enjoy my time with it. Supposedly I'm supposed to be getting an AverMedia card soon, so I can let you know how that is, but I don't have a lot of experience recording off of consoles. What was the other part of that question? Where did I get my start in gaming? My very first game that was ever mine was given to me by my uncle, and it was Sonic 1 for the Sega Genesis. And I beat the shit out of it. And that was like the first game that I owned. We had other games. We had Sonic 2. We had some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fighting game. I don't know. I think that's as far back as I remember. Basically, since I could hold a controller in my hands, I have been playing video games. And there have been no times in between then and now where I haven't been. Pie or cake? I have to say, if it's a really good apple pie, I am all for that. If it's not, I'll probably go with cake. Yo, motherfucking PT. Firstly, congratulations. Secondly, priority. Firstly, what are your top 10 games so far? Motherfucking Cyrus out. That was a very well-constructed question. Top 10 games, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna name a few off the top of my head, and it's not gonna be 10. Walking Dead, Dark Souls. I really enjoyed the Fallout series. I know I haven't finished any of those on YouTube. I finished them before. Top 10. I'd probably say Final Fantasy 11 because I still love that game deep down, and like a huge part of me wants to go back and play it, but I don't have that kind of time these days. And I don't know. One more. I can come up with one more. I can give you 5. Last favorite game would probably be League of Legends. For sure, League of Legends. That should have been higher up on the list. Alright, that's 5. I know you asked for 10. That's all I'm doing. I'm sorry. Favorite food? Tacos. Favorite drink? Monster. Duh. Do you have any pets? I have a dachshund, a Shar-Pei Shepherd, and a black lab. As well as a Yorkie that's officially mine but lives with my mother in Missouri. Good old Missouri. Sexual orientation, I am straight as a nail, I guess you could say. Shoe size 13 in the American sizes. What games are you thinking about doing in the future? By the way, you're a badass. I am thinking about doing some more Dark Souls. I want to do the new Saints Row. Obviously, Dark Souls 2 in the future. We're looking at Elder Scrolls Online as well. And Final Fantasy 14 if the re-release is any good. And some Warframe. And maybe some League. Are you going to be able to show your own personal build for Rhino? I finished forging Best Tank today and though I found your previous guide helpful, I'd like to know what the legendary Sea Rhino prefers. Sure. I can show that. I show it on stream quite often, but I said if anyone wants to see it in a video, I'll make that happen. I apologize for the delay in Warframe videos right now. What would be the elements you require for an MMO to be truly pleasure you in all the right places? Well, needs to have good combat. A lot of MMOs recently have had just fantastic combat. Excuse me. I really enjoyed Neverwinter combat a lot. The only thing I didn't enjoy about Neverwinter is it didn't feel like you were really in a world. It felt like you were going from one quest area into a loading screen into another quest area, and there were these like really small and, from what I saw, not very imaginative areas. Granted, I didn't get very far in the game. So I think it needs interesting level design. It wasn't the loading screens that bothered me. I played EverQuest 2 for quite some time, and I thought that had fantastic level design. Something about EverQuest 2 really made me want to go out and explore everything, and I really did. I went out and saw everything I could in that game. So a world worth exploring, good combat, crafting system I could go either way on. It doesn't really matter to me. But I think it's important for MMOs to incentivize group play. And I really truly think that. Some classes should be able to solo, but I think what makes a good MMO good is the fact that you have to bring everyone together and make them care about what they're doing and make them care about the way they're presenting themselves and things like that. But again, that probably just goes back to Final Fantasy XI. I mean, I was a sucker for that game, a true sucker for that game. And you couldn't do anything without a group in that. Also, did you enjoy growing up, and what meant the most to you as a child? My family. I was very, very sick growing up from the ages of probably 14 to 21. I was in a pretty bad spot, but family kept me strong, and I liked it. Earlier than that, what was the most important part? I would say my friends. They kept me going, kept me motivated. Yeah. I like Pally Pals. Congratulations, sir. What are your top 3 games? We already kind of covered that. Mines are Shadow of the Colossus, Red Dead Redemption, and Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 was a great game. I beat that several times, and it was not a short title. I've never played Shadow of the Colossus, and I've never played Red Dead Redemption, and I regret both of those. How do you feel about Queens of the Stone Age? I have a Queens of the Stone Age shirt, and I think I have all of their CDs. Also, 1/2 dequestion. Okay. Alright, that was good. What are your PC specs? Oh, fuck. I have a Generation 1 i7 processor, which I want to be upgrading soon on some kind of motherboard that has 10 gigs of DDR3 RAM in it. I have a NVIDIA GeForce 6800 or 6700. 6700 for my graphics card. I have a 120 gigabyte SSD for my operating system and editing software to go on. And then I record to a 2 terabyte 720 RPM hard drive. And that's all of my computer specs that I can think of off the top of my head. I asked this last time, but what age were you when I touched my first pair of tits? I remember that. I think I was 15. I think I said it was either 14 or 15. I remember your question last time because you were like, not through shirt, I mean full on titty squeeze or something to that effect. How's it going with Headphone Girl? Really good, actually. Headphone Girl likes my man bits, and that's all you need to know about that. Can you drive, and if not, why? I can drive. I just do not have a license because of stuff and things. My parents got in a really bad car accident when I was 18, and I kind of didn't like the idea of driving anymore. But I'm getting over that and saving up for a car right now. And I'll be zooming around Florida in no time. Why don't they sell hot dogs at McDonald's? Because their food is nasty enough, and they don't need to add hot dogs to that list. How big your dick, son? And how'd you get the name MFPallytime? You know, it's good enough. And stuff and things. Will you play Tiny Tia's DLC in Borderlands 2? Absolutely not. What a terrible question. I would never play that game. It looks terrible. How popular were you in high school? I like to think I was really popular. I got along with everyone. I was that fat, funny kid. And, you know, thank God I was funny, or at least thought I was funny, because if I wasn't, I feel like high school would have been really bad for me. But I showed up like 2 days out of the week because I was at home sick. But no one knew I was at home sick, so they just thought I was that cool kid who was like, fuck the system. And I let them think that, you know, whatever. But I would show up, I would talk to like everyone I could. And I tried to be as friendly as I could. And I like to think that I was popular from that. Maybe not, I don't know. What's your favorite meme from the live streams, and have you posted the collected memes somewhere on the internet? Someone did make a photo bucket account for all the live stream memes that we have. I don't have that on hand, but I'll make sure it gets linked around next time I do a live stream. Exactly how gutted were you when Edward and Samantha died? Enough to not play the game anymore. And do you think it impacted any future decisions to have children? No, not at all. Pallytime, when is the Fallout 3 playthrough? Guys, my files are broke as fuck. And the problem with YouTube is that when I mention that my game is broke as fuck, I have to repeat it like 20 times before everyone gets the message. So my shit's broke as fuck. And I could try reinstalling it. I probably should, but fuck. Broke as fuck. Are you my clan leader? I don't know what clan you're in. You didn't provide me with enough information to correctly answer that. Promote me or I'll give you a haircut. Please cut my hair, please. Are you watching anime? No, not currently. The last one I watched was, I went back and rewatched Ghost in the Shell. And oh my god, it's so good. It's just as good as I remembered. When are you getting your haircut? End of the month. Getting ready to donate your hair, Pally. Yes. Will you love me long time? Absolutely. Are both of your parents alive and still together? They are both alive, but not together. They divorced when I was 10, and they didn't really tell me why, and I still don't really know why. But they lived about 10 minutes apart for the majority of my childhood. And then I guess it was right after I turned 21, my mom moved to Missouri. I think that's about right. What do you think of your online life and following? It's kind of nice. I kind of like it. Is Monster paying you? I fucking wish. Oh my god, I would love to be sponsored by Monster. I could stop spending all of my money on this shit. Let me take another sip. Have I ever tried 5-hour energy tea refreshers? I'm just gonna say no. I need a cute cat. Can you give me one? No. Motherfucking Pally Pals. Okay. That was. I'll say that one was a question because it had a question mark, but I don't really feel like the context of that question was totally there. Do you get the name Pallytime because of your dick? No, but that's a good guess. What is the best drink to mix with your Monster? If you have the green Monster, put Jaeger in it, and oh my god, it is so good. It's so good. I'm gonna be drinking those Jaeger Monsters on my birthday for sure. What's the best flavor of Monster? I like the Rehab tea. It's like lemon and tea. I think that one's really good. I've been drinking that a lot because it only has 10 calories in it, and I'm still trying to lose like another 20 pounds. But the best one, in my opinion, is still a green one. Are you excited for MGSV, Metal Gear Solid Vanus? I don't know. I don't know what MGSV stands for. I probably should. I think it is Metal Gear Solid. I saw some stuff for it. It looks interesting. I'll say that. Are you excited for Dark Souls 2? Absolutely. Who would win in a fight, Superman or Goku? Superman, but I like Goku a lot more. I just don't think Goku has any kryptonite, you know? Maybe if he could gather up all of the Dragon Balls and put them together and then wish for some kryptonite, then he'd be fine. But, you know, that takes time, and I feel like Superman's just as fast as Goku is. So, I think Superman will win. Keep up the awesome job. We love you. Not homo. First of all, it's no homo. So the fact that you said not homo means you were really gay for me. And I'm okay with that. I'll let you know that I'm okay with that. Do you listen to Duncan Tersel's Family Hour or the Stephen Brody Stevens Festival of Friendship podcasts? No, but that is probably the best name for a podcast I've ever heard. This comment was marked for spam. Let's show it. Pallytime, can we be the motherfuckers? If you want to. I mean, you can call yourself whatever. Why do you call us motherfuckers? Kappa. Because I'm motherfucking Pallytime. So obviously you'd be motherfuckers. Do you count sailing as a sport? Never thought about it. And I've never watched sailing. So I'm just going to go out on a limb there and say maybe. I remember when you had 3,000 subscribers. I do too. Oh, the simple days. Anyway, what is your favorite book? Favorite book. The Fault in Our Stars. I had to look at my bookshelf. Fault in Our Stars. No spoilers. It's good. Written by John Green, who is old school YouTuber. He was YouTubing back when I was YouTubing, or maybe even before I was YouTubing. But really good. Really, really good. Who do you think is the best champion for jungling in League of Legends? Dr. Mundo, Shyvana, and Udyr have the fastest clear. Best ganks, I would say, probably go to Maokai and a Mumu. And that's also taking jungle clear time into consideration. Fiddlesticks is fun as shit. And I've been trying Tryndamere jungle and I like it. So hopefully that'll give you a little bit of insight into that. Top 5 games besides Dark Souls. I gave you 4, or I gave you 5. Dark Souls was in that list. So I'll try to think of one more. Let me look at my Steam list. Steam list. What games do I have? Oh, Saints Row the 3rd. Saints Row the 3rd was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. Why did you started your channel, and what game was your first? I started my channel so I could share my World of Warcraft experiences with everyone. That's all it started out as. I would record what we were doing and put it up on YouTube so the whole guild could see it and kind of remember it, and it somehow evolved into this. Was my first game? I think officially the first game I ever played was Sonic 2, but it wasn't mine. It may have been some X-Men game, I don't know. Are you going to play Dark Souls 2, you cool son of a bitch? Yes I am. Pallytime, why do you prefer Monster over Rockstar? I've never tried Rockstar, and I love Monster, so that's why I prefer it. Next game you gonna play, do you speak Spanish? Hola, cuatro. Adios. La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar. Porque le falta, porque tiene gasolina que quemar. Cha cha cha. I don't know, it's close enough. That's Spanish, right? What is your Xbox account? My Xbox account is Pallytime. I do not play on the Xbox very much, though. I started uploading Let's Play videos recently, and I was wondering what is some good advice that you can give to be a better video game commentator and how to start growing your audience. You need to play relevant games, or you need to find a niche for yourself. I don't know. How do you become a better commentator? Talk about everything that you see and read lots of books out loud is my best advice. Have you ever met any fans in real life? Someone said they saw me. I think it was at Universal or something, or in Orlando somewhere. Someone said they saw me. And I don't know. It's unconfirmed. Have I ever met any fans in real life, though? I don't think so. I don't think anyone I've met would qualify as a fan, because I would consider them friends. Pally, what do you do besides take up the role of a YouTuber? Why did you decide? Oh, why did you decide to take up the role of a YouTuber? It was fun. 3 questions. How old am I? I'm 23. 2, can you do more face cam things and stuff? I don't see the point. 3, what happened to Fallout 3? It broke as fuck. Hey, Pallytime. How'd you get started playing video games for a living, and what do you recommend for someone else who wants to try doing the same thing? Play games you're passionate about. If those games happen to be popular at the time, fantastic. You'll be doing very well. You probably want to try to do something that no one else is doing and do it better if someone else is doing it. That's probably my best advice. How old are you? I just answered that. Why didn't you just, if you saw the comment there asking me how old I was, why didn't you just wait for me to answer it? 23. Can you do Dark Souls challenge shield only? No, that sounds absolutely terrible. Why don't you post more League stuff? Cause I don't, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that better. Where'd you get that fabulous shirt? Threadless.com. Congrats, Pally. Thank you. What would you do if you were to find an abandoned kid on the street? Take him to the police. Named Alphonse. Still take him to the police. If you were naked and Obama, but then angry, how to be Spanish? Cuatro. That's how to be Spanish. You're so adorable. Not a question, but thank you. As one of your female subscribers, I have to ask, how do you have such luscious hair? Well, it's a really strict regimen for my hair. You know, I get out of the shower. First of all, in the shower, I put this thing called shampoo in it. Not a lot of people have access to that right now, but I put shampoo in it. It comes out all nice, and then I make sure I don't comb it at all. I just come back and I sit at my computer and I put headphones on, and that headphones, like, it just has some luscious effect to it, and it just comes out perfect every time. It's really, really great. 2 questions. Will you do any more Don't Starve? I do not plan on it. And will there be a Last of Us playthrough? I do not have a way of recording off of my PlayStation right now, so no. How has life been? Absolutely great. Have you lost your virginity? Yes. How do you feel about mohawks? I used to have one when I was 17, 18. I had a mohawk. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And what would it take for you to get one? Well, I already had one. Because I really have the hair for it. How does someone have the hair for a mohawk? I mean, you have to cut it all off anyway. Why don't you 100% Darksiders 2? I don't know. Cause I didn't want to look for collectibles and stuff. Do you like pie more than cake? Depends. I like apple pie a lot. Do you like cake more than pie? It depends. I like apple pie a lot. And why you start YouTube? Because it's fun and stuff. Are you going to play the 4th DLC for Borderlands 2? Absolutely not. No. Oh my god, you kind of look like me with less acne. You kind of look like me with less acne. So that means you have a lot of acne? I'm sorry, it'll get better. But having a face like mine sure won't. I'm so sorry. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A lot of wood. I would imagine that there's not a lot on the schedule of a woodchuck. So I would imagine he would do a lot of woodchucking. You know what I mean? Oh, and how did you get the name MFPallytime? Okay, keep up the good work. I'm enjoying your vids. I guess I'll go ahead and answer this now. I used to be a GM on a WoW private server, and this was back before they had any admin tools. So to let anyone know, or to let everyone on the server know that I was the GM, all of my characters had time and the name at the end. I had Pally Time, and Party Time, and Sexy Time. And eventually when I moved back to the live servers on World of Warcraft, I made a Blood Elf Paladin day 1 of Burning Crusade. And I needed a name, and I've been using Pallytime for like the past 3 months, so I was like, Pallytime it is, and it's stuck, and it sounds good, and I really like it. MFPT, I've seen all of your videos, I'm sorry, and I think you should go back to doing Skyrim videos, please. And I know the reason why you stopped was because Lord Harkin kept attacking you, but maybe he just needs time to get used to the great-haired monster-drinking man. Is that why I quit, or did I quit because shit broke? I don't quite remember. I live streamed the majority of Skyrim for about a month. We did almost everything. It was fun. I don't think I'll do videos on it again after that, but it was fun. How much? Seriously, you're doing woodchuck? The guy fucking below you just asked about woodchuck, and you're asking me about woodchucks again? What are your opinions on shoelaces? I think they do the job that needs to be done. I approve of people who try to do art with their shoelaces. Because it's cool. Honestly, how big is your dick? More than big enough. How did you get your dick? Well, I was born with it. And how'd you get your dick and how big is your name? That's funny. I like that. That's good. I like that. I'm gonna thumbs up your comment right now. That made me smile. You should do that Half-Life series. You don't have to RP it. It would be awesome to do the series. I might. Half-Life's one of those games that I've beaten way too many times, and I don't know if I want to beat again now. Have you ever watched Breaking Bad? I have issues watching Breaking Bad because the guy's the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. And he was so, like, weird and happy and everything on Malcolm in the Middle. I can't fucking look at him being a drug dealer, making meth and shit. It's so weird. Can you grow a beard like Wilson's? I guess if I tried. Or a mustache like Wolfgang's. I don't do mustaches, man. How come you don't rage like you were in Super Meat Boy? Because games don't make me mad like Super Meat Boy does. Do you have a Frederick? No. How does tomato juice can get rabies? That's a good question. Oh, why is it always dark in your room? Because I turned the lights off. Why am I asking all these questions? Because I insisted that you ask questions. Can you play Super Meat Boy? Yes, I am more than able to play Super Meat Boy. Thank you for asking. How much does TGN pay? It's all based on advertisers. Why don't you finish most of the games you start? I do finish most of the games I start. Thank you. Do you consider continuing to play Super Meat Boy? No. Have you ever purchased / tried the 1 gallon or half gallon version? Gallon? There's gallons of Monster? What? Oh. Oh. I'm gonna have to get some of that. Oh, okay. Back on topic. When will you stop growing your hair to donate? Within the next couple weeks. When you posted that video while you were playing Minecraft and talking about life and YouTube, did you have this outcome in your mind whatsoever? Did I have what outcome in my mind? I think I said last year, that I wanted my channel to be at 15,000 subscribers by August. And I'm at 12.5 right now, so that's pretty damn close. So yeah, I think I had this outcome in mind. Do you have a middle name? Yes, I do. And how's my weight loss going? I've lost 40 pounds, almost exactly 40 pounds. I feel pretty good about that. Are you excited about the new Battlefront they're making? Because I really am. Battlefront's one of those games, when I picked it up, I stayed up all night playing it. And this was back in the day where I didn't stay up all night doing anything ever. But I think a lot of people say they're excited about Battlefront just because it's a cool thing to do right now. I'm not saying you're doing that, but I think the game's getting overhyped because people are all like, oh, I played Battlefront all the time. It was amazing. I don't really feel like that many people played Battlefront, or maybe I missed out on it. I don't know. What's the first game you ever played? Probably Sonic 2. I think I'm going to stick with Sonic 2. How's my family? My family's doing pretty good. That was a reply. Pay attention, Pally. You meet whatever divine being you believe in or some super scientist. They give you two choices. A, you forever have working taste buds in your asshole. You can taste everything, even farts and dicks if you're into that. Or B, whenever you come, your dick violently explodes, regrows again in a day. But if you have a partner, they never talk to you again. I'll go with B. That's fine. If it grows back, I mean, no harm done. Congratulations. Thank you. Congrats, Pally. My question for you is simple. How does it feel to be awesome enough that 12,000 people took the time to sub to you? Well, considering it takes about a second to subscribe to me, I don't know if it's that much of an accomplishment, but yeah, it's cool. I'm not going to complain about it. That, sir, is my question to you again. Congrats, and you deserve every bit of it. Here's to the next 12K. Oh, he left a heart. Thank you. That was nice. Do you think you can ever fix your sleep pattern? I'm trying my damnedest, and it's just not working. But I'm trying. Are you going to do a Demon Souls playthrough? I do not have a capture card. I'm a long-time sub now, ever since Super Meat Boy. But how did you get the name MFPallytime, and what is so important about Frederick? You don't know what's important about Frederick? Well, Frederick, back in the day, went on a great adventure with me and my friends. And yeah, it's one of those legends. It's one of those legendary videos that you have to know about to have seen. Because it's not on the channel anymore. It's good stuff. That was a good video. Are you going to cover Dark Souls 3? No, because there's no information about it yet. Oh, you meant Dark Souls 2. Then yes, I am. Why is the Earth round? Also, why don't you cut your hair? The Earth's round because it is. Okay, I'm sure it has something to do with like gravitational forces and atmosphere and all that shit. I don't fucking know. What music do you like? You look like you're into rock or metal. That sounds really racist. You're looking at me and you're like, he's wearing a black shirt. That's a race now. He must be into rock or metal. Yeah, I am. I'm into all kinds of different things. I really like electronic music a lot, of all varieties. I like rock and metal, as you've said. I get into some hip hop and stuff, but hate country. Country's bad. I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would hear country and be like, you know, this sounds like something I could get into. But that is going to be the final question for today. I need to write your username down so I remember where to start from the next one. That was a quick 40 minutes from me. I hope it was good for you too, baby girl. Okay, I'll be back with part 2 of this. We're not even fucking halfway through. Oh my god. See you all later. Okay, bye.